There's nothing quite as inspiring as a rags-to-riches tale, and the story of a little 5-year-old who started selling matchboxes to support himself. Today, we have an incredible video that showcases how this same little boy went on to create one of the most successful retail stores in the nation, offering over 9,500 different products to consumers all over the country. Born into a poor family on a Swedish farm on March 30th, 1926, Kamprad grew up in a town full of struggling farmers who had to think outside the box to make ends meet. Kamprad's family was no exception, and they too had to rely on their farm's resources to supplement their income. Despite the hardships that surrounded him, Kamprad was determined to find a better way to provide for his family. At the young age of 5, he started selling matchboxes in bulk. He refused to accept the status quo, and instead used his creativity to create a new opportunity for himself and his family. Kamprad's decision to start selling matchboxes may have seemed small at the time. He could have easily resigned himself to a life on the farm, but instead he chose to take action and pursue a different path. As Kamprad's business grew, so did his reputation in his town. By the age of 10, he had expanded his product line to include pencils, pens, magazines, and garden seeds. But Kamprad was just getting started. Little did anyone know he was destined for greatness. His small-town success was only the beginning of what would become a global empire that would transform the world of retail forever. At the age of 14, Kamprad's entrepreneurial spirit continued to thrive even as he pursued his education at a boarding school. He saw an opportunity to provide his fellow students with various products and used his business savvy to sell to them. But Kamprad's success was not just due to his business acumen. He also developed a powerful habit of saving. He recognized the value of having capital to invest in his future ventures, and so he diligently saved his earnings from his business, knowing that one day he would use that money to build something even greater. Kamprad's dedication to his education was just as impressive as his business skills. He excelled academically, proving that it's possible to pursue your passions while still achieving academic success. After graduating, Kamprad was ready to launch his own business, but he was young and intimidated by the challenges that lay ahead. Thankfully, his father stepped in to guide and support him through the legal process, offering wise counsel and helping him to stay focused on his goals. On his graduation day, Kamprad excelled academically, and his father gave him a sum of money, which he used to register his business in 1943. Kamprad named his business IKEA after his initials, the name of their farm, and his town, which he believed rolled off the tongue easily. Starting with basic amenities, he sold items like pens, frames, and wallets, gradually expanding his product range. After 5 years, IKEA was still small but profitable. However, a simple experiment post-war in Sweden changed everything. The Swedish government's offer of houses in need of furniture presented an exciting opportunity for Kamprad. With his entrepreneurial spirit, he quickly developed a catalog of furniture and sought out skilled furniture makers to bring his vision to life. Kamprad made affordable furniture accessible to his community. And when some people began to doubt the quality of his products, he went a step further and created an in-house production and design facility where he showcased his own furniture. This not only gave customers access to view and select their preferred designs, but also allowed them to witness the furniture being produced in real time. Kamprad's childhood was marked by a persistent struggle with dyslexia, which made reading and writing difficult for him. But instead of letting this hold him back, he turned it into a strength by developing a unique naming system for all his products and designs. Rather than assigning names based on function or design, he gave them names of rivers and towns in Sweden that were easy for him to remember. This simple yet ingenious idea not only helped him manage his disability, but it also became a defining feature of his now globally recognized business. Kamprad's story is a testament to the power of creativity and resilience in the face of adversity. It reminds us that obstacles can be turned into opportunities with the right mindset and approach. He was not just a regular CEO, but an exceptional leader who led by example. For instance, when his father complained about him waking up late, Kamprad got an alarm clock the next day and set it to 6 a.m. to start his day early. Kamprad was known to be the perfect boss to his employees. He mentored and respected them, which is why his tenure as the CEO of IKEA was so successful. Kamprad never borrowed to boost his business or issued stock to investors. Instead, he lived a simple life, stayed in cheap hotels, flew economy class, and drove his Volvo for over 20 years. Despite his fame, Kamprad was camera-shy and did not grant interviews like other CEOs. Even after his resignation, he continued moving around the world to visit any of his new stores until his passing in 2018. Although Kamprad had his fair share of controversies, such as his involvement with pro-Nazi and socialist political parties and allegations of tax evasion, IKEA continued to thrive, recording massive success in all countries where its stores are located. However, in 2018, IKEA struggled as people started shopping online instead of visiting physical stores. But Kamprad's brain trust left behind was competent. Now, IKEA is starting to look like the distribution hubs of Amazon. Kamprad's dream of setting his family off poverty since he was 5 years old remained valid until he finished school. He proved that it was never too early to dream big. Today, IKEA remains one of the biggest retail stores in the world, a testament to Kamprad's exceptional leadership and vision.